Okay, let's see here. All right, let's start all over. Okay, where are you and where are your eco lodge?
Okay, I am in the southeast Amazon rainforest of Peru, in a region called Madre de Dios. The capital of Madre de Dios is Puerto Maldonado. Well, we call it a city, but it's more of a town. I'm in my house right now, and my eco lodge and the conservation projects I've been part of for the past 12 years. They are 1 hour downriver, also called Madre de Dios River, but only by motorboat within the Tambopata National Reserve's buffer zone. It is a national park here in the region. It's actually one of the most biodiverse areas in the world. Specifically in the Tambopata area, it's the area where biologists have found the most number of species in per meter square in the forest.
Wow, wow. So it's my understanding, and I give a shout out to, I believe Claudio is the one that invited you to come and check us out. And
Yes, yes.
I love this because, you know, we have a philanthropy portion to our business. And, you know, from the get-go, we set it out up front to find different groups, causes, individuals that we can support as we grow our money through our co-op and all of that stuff. So I was very excited to talk to you. So tell me a little bit specifically about your eco lodge. What does that entail? What happens there? And then we'll get into what kind of problems you're facing. Okay.
Okay, just can I ask you for 1 second? My son is saying something. I'm just gonna. Yeah, okay. I told him that I'm in a meeting, but you know he's 10 years old, and yeah, he's yeah
I understand.
demanding. Okay, so well, actually, the picture that you see in my back, that is real. The green roofs that you see there, that's my eco lodge, and that's the forest that we protect in here where I am. That's the river that we go down, and it was about 12 years ago that I moved to this area of Peru. Um, as part of my mission to make a difference in the world, I studied biology in Lima, which is the capital of Peru, that it's on the Pacific Ocean side, and I felt the urge to go to a natural area and reconnect with nature and support its conservation. And what better place than the Amazon rainforest? And I moved here, not thinking it twice. I love it. I am a very I am a person that loves to be connecting nature. I'm very humble. I don't need much, and I started working at a rescue center for wildlife, helping animals that are victims of hunting, logging, and different human activities taken on in the forest that either kill. We receive animals that the mother gets killed, and we rescue the baby and bring them to the rescue center, rehabilitate the baby, get them together. If it's a monkey, make a family of different monkeys, and then release them back into the wild. And that's where I met my now ex-husband, the father of my son, and he had been already working towards conservation, also with a rescue center and with other conservation projects through this nonprofit called Tarikaya Eco Reserve for the past 21 years in the different efforts. And yeah, I connected with him and his work, became part of the team working towards the projects. And him and me got together with a few friends to develop the Eco Lodge. The Eco Lodge was originally one project, part of the nonprofit, to bring tourists into the reserve and experience a day in the forest and explore the jungle as a way to bring income to support bring more money to the projects. And Fernando is the one that came with the idea, why don't we create an area where the travelers can stay with us and experience the full jungle by living with us, you know, on sleeping with us, and exploring the forest with more ease than just coming in and out for a day. And that's how we got together with a group of friends and bought land next to the reserve and started Amazon Planet Eco Lodge. It is a business that started in 2010. We started with just a dining room and bringing people for the day, and little by little we grew up, and then we built 6 bungalows. Then we kept growing because people learned about us, and we got more business coming in, and then we got 10 bungalows and 16 bungalows, 18 bungalows, and now we are up to 20 bungalows.
Whoa.
Also, yeah, we are a small little community in the middle of the rainforest. We have the staff that are practically our family members. We that live with us inside the forest. They work and live in the lodge. So we have the facilities for the staff, and then we have all the facilities for the travelers that stay with us. With a common area for them to have their meals, for them to enjoy drinks. We have a hammock area to relax in the outdoors, and we have these individual cabins that have all the commodities. They're actually very luxurious. We try to give travelers a true comfortable experience when they come and stay with us. We have a nice room, a nice mattress, a full-on restroom, with all the basic needs totally covered for them to feel comfortable, so they can stay with us, enjoy the rainforest, experience nature, and reconnect with this amazing ecosystem, not only by having an adventure experience in nature, but also being an ally of the conservation of the area with us, because every person that stays with us, part of the money goes directly to the conservation projects that are developed within the Tarikaya Reserve. That it's part of the experience that the travelers visit. They'll visit the rescue center. They'll visit the reforestation, the plantation that we have. We have also neighbors of us. It's a native family from this indigenous tribe, original from the area. Now they also visit this indigenous tribe, and we support them as well with ecotourism as an alternative of sustainable income. So yeah, we've been dedicated to do this for now 10 years, and COVID, I think, has been a true challenge for every single human as a species on this planet. We have really had to learn how to live again, how to socialize again. Economic activities got turned upside down for many. And in our case, unfortunately, as I think all the travel and even the conservation industry, most of us depend on obviously travelers, plus in the case of the conservation projects, donations, but mainly from travelers coming to us to experience what we do here, for us to be able to support our endeavors and our projects. And after 1 year under the pandemic, no travel at all, borders being closed, no possibility of leaving your house. In Peru, quarantine lasted for a long time. In the case of Madre de Dios, we officially were able to, as a region, we were still in a very strict quarantine until October of last year. So this really hit us as everybody, and we've been pushing around. We've been getting we got this I forgot the word, from the bank, loan from the bank. I've participated in this startup contest to win some financial support. We were able to get one that allowed us to maintain ourselves through this year. And we were actually kind of recovering, getting things back, because as you know, every infrastructure, especially
what is your current operating expenses for the year, Sandra?
right now, right now, if you ask me, I won't be able to tell you the true one, because we've had to cut down our expenses.
Well, just give me a range so that I know how much you're looking for to run for a year.
Yeah, for the Eco Lodge, right now, we are in total just four workers. But ideally, for us to be running properly, we need at least 10 workers. So in a regular year, our basic cost would be 30, 10, 15, 15, $15,000 a month
Okay.
for us
That's
to be able to have our full staff on the field, and all the basic food, water, energy, and everything running, so we can have the travelers come in.
okay. And that's US dollars,
No,
15,000.
it's less. It's 30. No, it's 30. No, it will be 10 the dollar. Now that the dollar is higher, it will be $10,000.
Okay.
Yes, because we have that. Our coin is the sol, Peruvian soles, and it's right now the dollar to the sol. The dollar is way high, so we need less. We need less dollars than we would have needed a few years ago.
Okay.
You know? And
Uh,
yeah.
one of the things I'm looking at, it looks like, are you flooded? Is that what I'm seeing back here in the back?
No, no, that one is a regular picture. The river is a bit high there, but yes, in February, as I was mentioning to you at the beginning of the year, we were kind of just surviving with the little money we had left, but putting things in order so we could reopen our doors and bring travelers again, with the hopes that traveling was up again. But February came with a terrible natural disaster, and yes, the river started going up due to the rains, and it flooded. I can share with you a video for you. I don't know if you've seen.
Hang on just a
share my
second.
link. And the whole region was in an emergency state situation due to the floods. Three main rivers of the region went out of their course and flooded all the areas that are close to the river. And we are, as you can see in the picture, we are at the river edge. And even though our cabins, are on tilts at a higher area, because some of the parts are floodable, it surpassed like any regular height. This was the worst flood since the 1960s for the region. No, we had our cabins with water half and even 2/3 of its height from the roof, filled with water. Uh, thank God it only lasted for 4 days. The water came down, but it, as you know, when there's flood, in the case of water from river, it brings debris with it, and it's muddy water. It left a lot of damage. Most of our cabins are based on wood, but we also have electrical system, water systems, sewage system, and many furniture and other parts that we were not able to save, that got damaged, and we've been trying little by little, we've been working little by little to recover. When the water came down, it took quite a few weeks for the water to come totally down, because some areas were still flooded, not inside the infrastructures, but around, so we couldn't reach them, for a while.
What about getting supplies and stuff like that in? Are y'all having any difficulty getting, because of all of this flooding?
No, thank God the city itself, it is at a higher area of the region, so the city per se didn't get flooded. So we were able with no problem to get food and supplies, and come down in and out. And yeah, we did have a few days of literally coming in with the boat all the way into the dining room, all the way into the kitchen.
Wow.
The animals at the rescue center, no, the rescue center within the reserve, they had to be fed with on boat. No, some were taken to the city at temporary locations and enclosures that really the staff, the biologists, and veterinarians had to build out of the nothing things to take some of the animals out. Thank God it was managed, to keep them safe. And
Right.
and yeah, that's why I created this. I shared with you the link. I created this fundraise campaign to connect and reach out to as many people as possible. I started with my family, friends, uh, and colleagues to please share and support. and help us get funds so we can recover, rebuild, and be able to uh, put our lodge and our tool, the lodge is our tool to bring money in for support families, not us, our families, and support the conservation efforts that we do in the area. So, so yeah, we really needed the support because there's no money coming in at the moment, and that's why I started reaching as much people as possible to help us continue with our mission.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, one thing it might be good for you to come on. I don't know if you heard about that cross pollination event that we're going to have. I know we got a huge time difference here, but Friday tomorrow we're going to have our regular lunch and learn. But after that, at 1:30 my time, which I don't know what time that is your time, but at 1:30 we're meeting with 4 networking groups that are huge. So there
Okay.
should be like over 100 people there that are big influencers that have big communities that they could take your information. So it's free. So I would encourage you to get a ticket to that thing. And
Okay.
even if you have to stay up, you know, in the middle of the night to come to that, and make sure that you put your fundraiser, you know, link in there, because that could be a ticket to really get, you know, awareness and, you know,
Yes.
money and all of those things. Um,
Yes.
what I would
Thank you
like
so
to
much.
do is uh, schedule a time where you and I can do an official interview and record it, and you show uh like a slideshow or this video or you
Hmm.
know something like that, so that we can help you and just share and share and share and share, you know, to get that out. And then as we grow our co-op, you know, we could possibly help you and do some support there financially. But the big thing is getting the awareness out there to see what you need. And I know, you know, the infrastructure probably is the most important thing right now for you to help get all your stuff back up and running like it needs to be.
Yeah, yeah, that's definitely the one. Right now, we have as I mentioned you, we have for travelers we have 20 cabins, and then for the staff we have 4 cabins, and then the main house or common area, which includes the dining room, kitchen, bar area. And right now we've been able to kind of bring back, not to the its best, but bring back the common area. And we're starting with 4 bungalows for the well, and one area of the staff, because we have a little short amount of people now. One bungalow for the staff, and then 4 bungalows for travelers, so we can at least start bringing some people in. But we
Right.
have all the other cabins that need to be restructured and to be yeah, put back into place, because
Well, well,
as you know as well.
make sure you are documenting, videotaping all that stuff, because this would be a powerful, powerful story for you to talk about. You know, because this is
Okay, thank
very
you.
real. You know, this is very real. What happened? Even the flooding could be, even without all the COVID and all that stuff, disastrous for your area.
Yes, yes, it is. It is. Yes, I really appreciate it. And thank you so much for the opportunity of joining you tomorrow.
Yeah.
And yeah, let me know how do I join? Do I is it the same link that I used the other
Uh,
time, or
uh,
I don't?
that's the one for our lunch and learn, where we're going to practice on our pitches. That's how you learn how to tell people in, you know, just a minute or so. But the other one is coming after that. And I'll send you the link when we get off of here.
Okay,
Give me a few minutes because I have an appointment right now in the waiting room. But
okay, okay.
but try and, like I said, try and do that, because you never know who's going to be there. I mean, it
Yes,
could
of
be some
course.
philanthropist who could be a gazillionaire. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
In love
Truly,
with
truly.
nature, and yes, you're right. You're right. I mean, I really
Yes.
appreciate it because it's all about connections, and if you truly put your heart out there, you will find the people that you can connect and be coherent with. I know that yeah, I
Yep. Absolutely.